What's up everybody, I'm the thenerfmoddingnerd, and this is my 500 subscriber special. So first off, let's get into the Q&A. So let's go to an actual screen recording for that. Alright, so now I am on a screen recording, so as you can see, here's the list of comments. I'm actually on my YouTube page, as you can see. So the first question right here is, if you could delete any Nerf line from existence, which line would it be? So this actually is a little bit of a tough question for me. I hate both the Elite 2.0 and Ultra lines, so I don't know which one of those two I would delete. I think I would probably delete the Elite 2.0 line, honestly. I know that might sound strange to some of you who have been listening to me for the last year say that I hate the Ultra line more than anything, and the reason I would delete the Elite 2.0 line instead of the Ultra line is because the Ultra line made something new, even though it was bad, but the Elite 2.0 line replaced the Elite series, which did not need to be replaced. It just took good blasters and made them bad, and hiked up the prices and just made them awful for reviewers, for modders, for pretty much anybody that actually wants to use them for anything other than having them on the shelf, and honestly, they look terrible too. So I would definitely delete the Elite 2.0 line. So next up, what blaster do you find yourself using most often? So there's actually a few blasters that I use a lot. If we're talking about Dart Blaster, I use either my Strife a lot or my Raven a lot, both of which I have modified, and I find myself using those in wars and anything like that. I also find myself using both the Prometheus and the Perseus, if we're talking about rival blasters, at many events, because I really like the high capacity rival rounds and everything like that, and they're more accurate and they shoot harder, and it's a lot easier to reload. But if I need to be able to reload, I'll generally do a Dart Blaster because I don't have a paintball pod system for my rival blasters yet. The next question is, what is your least favorite blaster? Honestly not sure on that. So there's a lot of blasters that I hate. Pretty much the entirety of the Ultra series is terrible. The entirety of the Elite 2.0 series is terrible. I'm honestly not 100% sure. I don't know, honestly, out of the ones that I really hate, which had like promise but ended up being terrible, I'm gonna say the Nerf Ghost Ops Shadow. So I know there's worse blasters out there that I don't like either, but the Ghost Ops Shadow looked really cool. I was super excited for it. I thought it was gonna be amazing, and then when I finally got it to review it, it was complete crap for me and for literally everybody else that used it. I know I didn't just get a lemon, and so I'm just gonna have to go with that one for this question. So the next comment is, which blaster would you recommend? So blasters that I would recommend, it really depends, but I think my two favorite blasters, if you're looking for a Dart Blaster, I would definitely recommend the Strife, as it's just a nice small compact blaster with great mod potential, and I love it. If we're talking about rival blasters, I think I would have to go with the Nerf Rival Perseus, because it's just an overall great blaster. It has a 50 round capacity, meaning that it is a little bit smaller than the Nemesis and the Prometheus, but it's also a bit lighter and easier to wield, and overall I think that smaller capacity is worth it, especially if you 3D print an extended hopper, which can make it hold about 100 to 150 rounds, making it much more practical without increasing the weight that much. So this person says, was good. Okay. I mean, it was just me announcing my Q&A video and stuff, but thank you anyways, so I guess I'll heart that. And then the last question, do you think Nerf is going to keep its modding roots as it grows bigger, or do you think it'll become more like Airsoft and Paintball, where you just buy a blaster and play and there's no real need for modding? So this is actually a really interesting one. So I will definitely continue modding, because that's mostly what I enjoy in Nerf. That's, I mean, completely why I started my channel. That's why I got really into Nerf. I think there's definitely a certain community that'll keep it like Airsoft, where you just buy a blaster and play, and there's already a large community like that. And so I think overall, yeah, people are going to start doing that more as they get into the community, but I think there will be a core of us that stay with the modding side, and obviously there's that in Airsoft and Paintball as well. So yeah, I honestly do think it'll become more like an Airsoft or Paintball hobby, where you just buy a blaster and play. But as I said, I will definitely continue modding, as that's what I enjoy most in Nerf. So that is going to be the end of the Q&A segment, so let's get into the Arsenal tour. So the first series that I'm going to be showing you all the blasters I have for is the Rival series right here. So I have the Prometheus right there, the Out of Darts Jupiter, that kind of counts as Rival. It's a Rival style blaster, just not made by Hasbro. I have the Rival Perseus up there. I have a modified Rival Kronos with a K26 spring, a signed Rival Kronos from Jared's Epic Nerf Battle, Drac, Brett, Captain Xavier, Aaron Esser, and Jared up on the top right there. Then I also have the Nerf Rival Heracles right there, the Rival Edge Mercury, and then the Blue Rival Nemesis down here, because I'm Team Blue, obviously. Next up is the Vortex series. As you can see, I don't have very many of these, but right there is the Vortex VTX Vigilon, and right there is the Vortex VGX Praxis from when they re-released the Vortex blasters like 2 years ago, I think it was. This is the Dart Blaster section. I did not sort them by series, but keep in mind this isn't all of them. I'll show you some more in a minute. But I have the original N-Strike Raider up there. I have the N-Strike Stampede there. Then I have the Elite Raven right there. That's the blue Elite Raven. I have the Elite Dual Strike up there. Then I also have the N-Strike Long Strike right there. Modulus Ghost Ops Evader, Modulus Strife, which has been painted obviously, Modulus Mediator right there, Elite Retaliator, Modulus Regulator, Zombie Strike, Side Strike. I have the holster for it somewhere, I'm not entirely sure where it is right now though. And then I have the Elite 2.0 Phoenix CS6 right there. And I went and found some of my smaller blasters. So that right there is the Fortnite Micro Shot Loot Llama, and then that's the Alpha Strike something or other, it's like the 4-shot blaster, and then I have the Fortnite Micro Shot Battle Bus over there. And some more blasters that I managed to miss earlier. I have the Nerf Elite Demolisher up there, the orange one, and then I have the Big Shock right there, the Mega Big Shock. I have 2 of those, but I'm not entirely sure where the second one is, but those are the last blasters that I have. On to magazines. I have a lot of magazines. So I have 14 6-round magazines right there, because a lot of blasters come with 6-round magazines, and I never use them, so I never break them. I have 2 of the 36-round drums over here from the Raider. I have 2 Rival magazines, one 12-round, one 7-round. I have a 10-round banana magazine. I have a clear 12-round magazine and 2 other 12-round magazines down there. And then I also have 4 18-round stick mags over there. And as a specialty item, I also have the glow 18-round stick mag up there from the Blue Elite Raider, which is that right there. And I keep managing to miss blasters because they're in various places around my house. I also have my painted Tri-Strike right there and the Nerf Rival Knockout right there. Now on to attachments. I'm going to try to go through all these, but I may miss some. I have a Raider stock, I have another Raider stock over there, and then I have a Tornado Strike stock, which is pretty much a Raider stock that's been painted different. It's actually from a different blaster, but this one's been outside. So while this used to be blue and orange, it's now white and black. So yeah, that's a thing. I also have the Demolisher stock. I have a front barrel from one of the Modulus blasters. I have the Stampede Shield. I have the Elite 2.0 scope. I have that thing, whatever it's called, the hand carry thing. I have the foregrip from the Retaliator. I have 2 of the clear Modulus Ghost Stop barrels, one from the Evader and one from the Shadow Retaliator barrel. I have the Modulus Scope. I have the Long Strike barrel. I have the Chrono barrel. I have the Retaliator stock. I have the some other blaster that I can't think of the name of that also goes with like that attachment right there stock, but that's the one that I use most of the time, as you can tell by the fact it's painted. I have the Modulus Strife foregrip right there. That one's been painted, and that one over there has not. I have the 2 barrels from the Modulus Stripes, both of which have been painted. I have the Modulus Bipod, I have the Stampede Bipod, I have the Modulus Sniper Barrel, and I have one of the other barrels from that same blaster up there that I can't remember the name of. Now, I also do have a lot of darts, but most of my darts and rival rounds and stuff like that are scattered around the house in various magazines and bins, so I'm not going to get all those out because I'm lazy, and I'm not entirely sure where everything is, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. I showed all of my important part of my arsenal, so that is going to be it for this part. So I was hoping this would be on a little bit of a happier note when I said that I was going to do a doggo reveal, but I had 3 dogs, as you can see right here. The one on the left is Miri, the one in the middle is Eve, and the one on the right is Arwen. And Miri and Arwen are still fine, but Eve sadly passed away about a week ago at the time this video will release due to cancer. So I was really hoping this would be on a happier note, but I'm still going to be making this as I said that I would. So that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers, and remember, we are going for 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, so if you do enjoy my content and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. It's free and you can always unsubscribe if you no longer enjoy my content. I'm the Nerf Modding Nerd, and I'll see you next time.